Right. Good morning, Ganesha. Oh, that's our recording on there. Right. Okay. So, what do you have? Is there any doubt in the square root tube? Any doubts? Any doubts?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So shall we do some questions? Exercise 2.2, page number 4, right? Page number 4, exercise 2.2. Right. Someone has asked like now here in the second exercise 2.2, right? Exercise 2.2 in the second part, find the value accurate to one decimal place. Tell me if they are asking for the value to one decimal place, originally what you have to do? Initially what you have to do? Can anyone tell me? Initially what you have to do? If they are asking you to find the square root of any given number, right, for one decimal place, right, what do you have to do? Can anyone tell? Yeah, tell me. I am not going to ask one by one. Tell me. Oh, I am Mahanag, right? Nimnadi, what you are going to do? If they are asking from you to find the square root of any given number by using the division method, right? Up to one decimal place, what you are going to do? Nimnadi, Tenuli,
Separate groups, two numbers for each group.
okay. Then after that, you are going to separate those numbers into two group pair of groups. Then
If finding up to first decimal place, adding 2 zeros at the end.
all right, okay. So yeah, the thing I need is when you are going to find for one decimal place, right? So how many decimal places? Up to how many decimal places you need to find initially? If they are asking from you to find the value up to one decimal place, initially you need to find up to how many decimal places? Okay. They make the cameras on කරගන්න
2 decimal places.
Yeah. 2 decimal places. Linuka keon කට්ටිය set එක cameras on කරන්න please. මම නිකන් අර නැත්තම් එහෙම මට නිකන් හිතනවා නිකන් මම මේ සිරා කතාව කියන්නම්. Right. Okay guys. Right. So let's do is there any specific question that I need to do? Any specific question that I need to do? මොනවාරි specific question එකක් තියෙනවද? ඔයාලට feel like this is hard for me වගේ මොකක් හරි එකක් තියෙනවද? If there is anything, please tell me, then I will begin from that. ඔයාලා ටියුට් එක මොකක් හරි අමාරු වගේ මොකක් හරි එකක් තියෙනවද? Please let me know. Then I will discuss it earlier. නැද්ද? නැද්ද? සුපිරිනේ. නැත්තම් අවුලක් නැහැ. ගෙදරට ඕනේ නැහැ සාකච්ඡා කරලා let's move to the other thing නේ. එහෙනම් අවුලක් නැහැ. නෑ. ඉස්සෙල්ලා අපි පොඩි දෙයක් සාකච්ඡා කරමු right? So that you can refresh your mind. Right, okay. So let's do ටික පත ගණක් ගමුද? Yes. 3630. So it's from exercise 2.2. These are homeworks. Homeworks. Square root tube. Square root Exercise 2.2. Exercise 2.2, page number 4. Second question, sixth part. Second question, sixth part. So you have to find the square root of 3630, right? Up to one decimal place, okay? One decimal place. When you see the word one decimal place, right? When you see the word one decimal place, so you need to remember that, right? You need to remember that, this is one decimal place. So I need to find the answer for two decimal places initially, up to two decimal places. Then I have to round it off to one decimal place. At the beginning I asked you. Right? So it's a very small answer that you have to give. I initially asked, right? Up to how many decimal places you need to find, right? This answer initial, right? Original. So up to two decimal places you have to find, you have to divide, right? Then you have to round it off to the first decimal place. Correct? Right? Okay. So let's do this. First of all, this is 3613, right? And you have to group them, right? Each group should have two numbers, right? Each group should have two numbers. Kollana monkara indode. Madagula sure ne, right? Mom event vallo off karma. Right? 36, 30. Right? So here we have the first two numbers and also this one. Normally, right? This is your decimal place, right? From decimal place to your left hand side, you are going to group these numbers, right? For a whole number part, right? For your whole number part, right? So 1, 2 is the first group, 1, 2, second group, right? Okay, that is the first step that you need to do. So then you have to write it with a small gap here, like this. Then use the division method. Now here you have 36. Here you have 36, and you know the perfect square number that is similar to this one or least to this one, right? It is again 36. So this is the perfect square number. So the 36 can be obtained 6 times 6 like this, right? 6 times 6, 36. So get the subtraction 0. Then double this portion, 2 times 6, 12. Then you have to select a digit here which satisfy this number. Now here you have 0, 30. It is eventually 30. So can you have any number here? It should be 30. But this is, if you put 0 here, this is already 120. Yes, you have to put 0 which satisfy this number. Because if you put 1 here and you are going to put 1 here as well, 1 into 121, it is more than 30. Right? It should not satisfy. So this is the number that we are going to do. It will give you 0. Get the subtraction again, you have 30. Right? Now here you have to put decimal place and two zeros at the end. Here you have 30. Take these two zeros now. Now you have 3000. Right? Avengers film එක බලලා දිනවා. මේ ලිනුග කේව ගෑනෝයිත් බලලා Avengers film එක. දැන් බලනවා අටි කන්තේ Avengers film. බලන්න සිරාවට මහන් සීරියස් බලන්න ඊයේ බය වෙලා වගේ ඉන්නේ සෙට් එක සිරාවට මහන් බය වෙලා වගේ ඉන්නේ උදේ පාන්දර බය වෙලා වගේ ඉන්න එපා මේ ඇවෙන්ජර්ස් බලන්න සිරාවට මහන් මාවල්ස් වගේ බලලා තියෙනවා මේ 3000 ගැන මොකක් හරි මතකද මේ 3000 කියලා ඇහෙනකොට මොකක් හරි මතක් වෙන්නේ රයිට් ඒක තමයි yes අර අයන් මෑන් ගේ දුව කියන්නේ යාට I love you 3000 කියලා එක මතකද මට මේක ඇහෙනකොට ඒක මතක් වෙන්නේ ඒක මේ පොඩ්ඩක් සෙන්සිටිව් සීන් එක හරි බලලා තියෙන අයට මතක් කරගන්න I love you 3000 හරි okay so here then this one is okay now again you have this is 60 if you want to fill this number this blank space you have to double this quotient this is 60 if you double it you will get 120 right yes so you have to fill this blank and also this one so the number that you are going to fulfill is 3000 right? So what would be the perfect ideal number that you are going to put here from 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 what would be the ideal number that you are going to put here? If you put 1, it will give you 1201, right? 1200. So 1500 into 2 means 3000, right? So if I put 3, here 3 and 3000 something I can get. But it is already exceeding this one. So I think the ideal number should be 2. 1202. So I will put it here. Right. Now I am going to simplify 2 times this. Right. 2 times 2, 4. 2 times 0, 0. 2 times 2, 4. 2 times 1, 2. Right. Get the subtraction. 10 minus 4, 6. 9. 9 minus 4, 5. Here 3. Taken 0. Okay. 5,000. Sorry. 596, right? So I have to go for another decimal place because we have to round it up for 1 decimal places, right? So I have to calculate it for another decimal place so that I can have 2 decimal places for my initial answer, right? Take these 2 zeros down. Now you have 59,600 and this is the portion, double it, right? So if you double this one, 2, 4, 0, 2 times 6, 12, right? And what could be the ideal number that you are going to put here? If you take something like 12 into 4 means 48, and if you take 5 means 5 times 12, 60, right? It is exceeding this one. So if you try with 4, let's see, it is 48 something, right? It is very closer to this one as well. You cannot definitely use 5 times this one, right? 5 here, because 5 times 12, 5 times 12 already exceeding this 60,000, right? So I will put 4 and I am going to check it whether it is exceeding or not. Sometimes this might be the answer, right? 4 times 4, 60. Remainder is 1. 4 times 4, 16 plus 1, 17. Remainder is 1. 4 times 0, this one comes here. 4 times 2, 8. Yes. 4 times 1, 4. 48,000 something. Yes. I will get the subtraction. 10 minus 6, 4. 9 minus 7, 2. Here I have now 5. 5 minus 1, 4. Here 9. 1. Oh, 1. It is 11,000 something less than this one. So 4 is the ideal number, right? So, okay. Now this is my answer. for 3630, right? So I can write square root of 3630, right? Approximately equal 60.24, but this is not the answer. If you want to get the answer, you have to round this off to first decimal place. So you have to remove this second decimal place. The thing that you have to do is check whether this number is greater than or equal to 5 or less than or equal to 5. So 4 is less than 5. So remove this. Right? So remove this. Take a remove. Or make sure that you have 0. Right? So your answer should be 60.2. Right? That is how we are going to round it. If this number is greater than or equal to 5, greater than or equal to 5, you have to add 1 to the next decimal place if you are rounding it off. Right? Right. Okay. So this is the answer 60.2. Right? Guys, do you have any other questions? Make a harder. Alright. So all good. Okay, I will give. Right. So let's move the this previous one is from part A. Part A, second question, part B. Second question, part B. Part B. I will choose seventh one. Oh, seventh one. Which is square root of 0.0064. This one, 0.0064. You have to find the square root of this one. Maybe. Right? So, same steps that you have followed. Right? So, first of all, this is the number that you are having 0.0064. Right? So, you have to group it. So, this is where your decimal place is. Then our decimal place is, right? So, you have to group into two numbers, right? From decimal place to your right hand side, right? To your right hand side, right? So this is the first couple of numbers, 0, 0. Then second couple of numbers is this, 64, right? 0, 0, 64, right? So you have to write it down with a little bit of gap, right? Little bit of gap, right? So I will write it like this. Right? Then this is what you have here, and you are going to find out the square root of this. Alright. So at the first place you have 0. Right? If you are having 0, right, you won't have any perfect square numbers. Put name. Right? So you have to put 0 here. Right? So 0 can be obtained like 0 into 0. Then you have to use decimal now. Decimal. Right? So if you double this, there is nothing to double. Right? Again, you have to take this one, get the subtraction, take these two zeros down, 0. Normally, you have to put 0, 0, 0 when you have zeros. Alright? Nothing to worry. Right? So, here also for these two numbers, also you have to put 0. So, no need to double it or blah blah blah. Right? Again, you have zeros. 0. Then take the 64. You have nothing to double here. Methana double karat thermak nahi, right? There is no meaning if you double this one, it is already 0. Now this is 64. For 64, what is the perfect square number that you are having? 8. Huh? 8 into 8. 8 into 8, 64. Alright? Perfect square number. So, what is the answer for this one? Now you already have up to 2 decimal places. Up to 2 decimal places. But they are asking from you, to find the answer, for 1 decimal place. Can anyone tell me if you round this number, you round off this number 0.08 to the first decimal place, what could be the answer? Sorry. What would be the answer? 0.08. If you round it, yeah. Yes, sorry. So the thing that you have to do is you have 0.08, right? You have 0.08. If you want to round it off to the first decimal place, you need to remove the second. You need to eliminate second one. Right? So how you are going to eliminate? This is the guy you are going to remove. You need to check whether this number is greater than or equal to 5 or less than equal to 5. So this is greater than 5. If it is greater than 5, you have to add 1 to the next decimal place. Right? While removing this, make a remove, right? Add 1. So it will give you 0.01. Sorry, 0.1. Because this is removed. And then you are going to add 1 to the next decimal place. Right? That is the logic that you need to understand in the when you are doing the rounding of thing. Rounding of karna. This is the thing that you need to understand. Nothing there is nothing more than that. What is in that thing? Right. 0.01 should be the answer. Right. Okay. Okay, is there anything that I need to do? All good. Right. පුතේ කවුද මට කියලා දෙන්නේ කීය තෙරුලිනේ? Can you do මොකද්ද පුතේ 19 කියන්නේ?
The second question, part A, first and second one.
Maybe square root of 8 and 19 ද?
Yeah.
යකෝ. අනිත් අය කරන්නේ නැද්ද? අනේ ඒක තමයි ලේසිය මේ 3000 ගානක් කරා. 8 and 9 down. Yes, I will do it. මම කරා. හැබැයි මම කරන්නේ 19 විතරයි. 8 is up to you. හරි. Right, tell me 8 or 19. What do you need? 8 or 19, what do you need? Both can be, both other than now. Tell me, what do you need? First one or second one? Actually, did you do? Correct. Okay. Tell me, what do you need? 8 or 19?
8.
8. යකෝ ඉල්ලනකොට එක්ක ලොකු එක ඉල්ලන්න බෑ. හරි. I will do it. So 8, right? Square root of 8 නේ. හරි. මේක what is it? හරි. So this one 8. හරි. No need to couple. හරි මෙයාලා යාළු කරන්න අවශ්‍ය නැහැ, right? So keep it as a single number, right? So what is the perfect square number that you are going to obtain for this one? What is the nearest or the identical square number that you are going to take? Anyone tell me, please. Can
2.
Perfect square number is not 2, worry. Perfect square number is 4. Right? The thing that you are going to obtain 4 is 2 times 2. Right? 4, 2 times 2. Get the subtraction. This is 4. Now here we have to use decimal places. Right? Decimal places. So put decimal place, and put 2 zeros at the end. 2 zeros, take it down. Right? Now you have 400. Right? Now you have 400 and this is 2 and you have to double it like 8. Right. Now what is the perfect number that you are going to put here which satisfies this 400? Satisfies or less than that. Right? What would be the perfect number that not perfect, identical number that you are going to put here? Or ideal number. What the suitable number that you are going to put here and here. Okay, Nimnadi, can you tell me? What?
Sir, 2 into 2, 4.
Oh, 4. So?
Then why do we put 8?
Sorry, sir. This is person. Mistake. Sorry. Metering in no, hurry. Right. So what is the number that you are going to put here?
8.
8. Okay, let's see. 8 times 8, 64. 8 times 4, 32 plus this 38, right? Yes, it should be 8. Eh? Right. 384. Get the subtraction. 10 minus 4, 6. 9 minus 8, 1. Here you have had previously 4, now it's 3. 3 minus 3, 0. Then you have to go for another decimal place. So you have to use 2 zeros at the end and take these 2 zeros down so that you have 1600, right? Then this is the portion, double it, it will give you 56. Right? Now choose the suitable number that can you put here, right? That you can put here the suitable number to this place and this place. What it would be? Okay. I think it is 1 or 2, right? Right? I think 2, right? 2 ne 3 down where? Right? If I get 3 here and 3 here, 3000, sorry, 3 times 5 is 15, but it is less than this one. 3 times 6, 18, right? I think it is exceeding. What do they? Can the number that you are going to put here? Chakre. Tadas galon me don't compare, don't find full number, right? Check it here. If you put 1 and you are going to put 1 here, 1 into 561, right? It's less than that means. And if you put 2 there, It is 2 times 5, 10. Yes, it is approximating to this number. But if you put 3 here, 3 and 3, 3 now, 3 times 5 means 15, right? 3 times 6 is 18. So from 18 you get 1 remainder. So 3 times 5, 15 plus 1, it is 16. I think sometimes this might be exceed. Right? So I think 2 would be the number that you are going to put here. Whether 2 went only. So let's see. If not, you are going to put 3. Right? 2 times 2, 4. 2 times 6, 12. Remainder is 1. 2 times 5, 10 plus 1, 11. Let's get the subtraction first. 6, 9 minus 2, 7. Here 5, 5 minus 1, 4. Yes, 476. Alright, it should be number 2 should be the suitable number. Alright, number 2 should be the suitable number. Alright. So this is 2.82. Square root of 8 is 2.8 approximate. But you have to round it off to 1 decimal place. So you have to remove this 2 when the mega y current. So it is less than 5. If less than 5, yes, make it 0, eliminate. So your answer should be 2.8 for first decimal place. Alright. So 19, same thing you have to do. Right. 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 I will do one thing. Zero 144. This is 8th one, right? 8th one. Part B, yeah. This is exercise 2.2, second question, part A, part 1. Right? Right. Okay. So this one, make a pattal is right. So first of all, group the numbers. 0 points. Here you have 2 numbers, then 0, 1. Here 44. Then you have to choose the perfect square number. These are zeros. So 0, 0. Right? Again you have 0. No need to put anything. Here you have 1. Right? Here you have 1. Right? So if you double this one and get the subtraction, right? So you will get 0. Take these two numbers down and take these two numbers down. So that is 0, 1. For number 1, the perfect square number is 1. Right? 1 times 1, 1 times 1, 1. Get the subtraction, it is 0. Right? It is 0. Then here you have 44. Take this 44 down. Take this 44 down. Then you have to double the quotient. This is 1. If you double the quotient, you will get 2. Right? Then you have to fill the nth number here. Right? And same number should be here. Right? If you put 2, right? 2 times 22, it is 44. 0. This is 0.012. Right? So square root of 0.000144. Square root of this is approximately equal to 0.012, right? මේක ඇත්තටම හොයන්න ඕනේ decimal place 2 වලට. හරි. But this will give you like 0. හරි. Initially මේකෙදි දැන් මේක දැකපු ගමන් you should know this is 144. හරිද? This is 144. Right? For the first decimal place, right? So no need to find it for this one. මේකට හොයන්න ඕනේ නැහැ actually. හරි? No need to find it for this one. මේකට හොයන්න අවශ්‍ය නැහැ. Right? Because this is third decimal place. Up to first decimal place, it is 0.01. Right? If you round this off, this is 0. Right? Then up to one decimal place, this is 0. Right? So here we have 3 decimal places. No need to go for this one. Right? So normally if you have to go for 3 decimal places, you have to go for this one 0.012. And if they are asking for 2 decimal places, you have to remove this third decimal place. This is less than 5. If this is less than 5, you have to remove this and keep your answer like 0.01. Right? So for this one, the answer is this. Right? Because they are asking for 1 decimal place. Go for 2, then round it for 1. Right? Okay, Buddhi? Right. Right. Now we have to discuss the using the square root of numbers to solve problems. Game up name there is nothing to do. Right? Find the length of a square of area 1089 square centimeters. Shall we do? Give it a try. I want to see who finishes first. Before you. Alright, I will end the homework discussion from here.